القوات الإسرائيلية تواصل مطاردة مئات
الدخان الأسود الكثيف المتصاعد من كل جانب. قبل لحظات كنا نتابعه لعله جرى.
نعم الآن يتم استهداف
أهلنا في فلسطين محتاجين نقف جنبهم كتف في كتف في الوقت ده، وعشان كده مؤسسة حياة كريمة هتساهم في دعم أهلنا في فلسطين بكل المساعدات الطبية والغذائية الممكنة. شاركنا في دعم ومساندة أهالي فلسطين من خلال التبرع على الحسابات التالية: كتفنا في كتف أهلنا في فلسطين.
Welcome back. The National Alliance for Civil Development Work and National Initiative Hayat Karima launched on Saturday a massive convoy of humanitarian aid for Gaza, including food, medicine, and clothes, and also in addition to maybe the largest blood donation campaign nationwide under the slogan of "A drop of blood equals life." Well, to shed more light on this, we are very much delighted to have with us via phone Dr. Hoda Rezkana, former parliamentarian. Thank you very much for being with us, Dr. Hoda.
Yes, thank you very much for this chance. I express my deep sorrow and heartbreak for the victims of Palestine.
Can we speak first about the Egyptian role in supporting the Palestinians, and to elaborate also on the current situation in Gaza, which really pushed all Egyptians to act together, whether on the political leadership or on the people's levels?
Yes, I can see that there was a tremendous movement in Egypt, of course, led by President Sisi and the National Council for Security, and NGOs as a whole in Egypt were gathered, and they put a plan to support and make a proper donation and to feed the supply of this people. They are victims of this ferocious attack of Israeli. And I would say that this is a big campaign which is not monitored in any place in the whole Arab world, but only in Egypt. And I salute everybody shared in that campaign, either by having blood donation, donation by food, donation by clothes, donation by medicine, which is lacking. And though the Israeli troops, they don't differentiate between the people of Hamas and the people in the street, the mother and the children and the families, the older people, the aged people, the people in the hospital. They are crashing all these people all together as they are taking the advantage of Hamas from these poor people who are victims by all means to this situation. So what we do is that we support the people in the street, the people who need help, the people who need shelters, and we are providing this, and I hope it reaches the people in the proper time.
Inshallah. And already the humanitarian aid started to reach the Gazans. But if you permit me, since you are a doctor in the first place, I'd like to focus more on the blood donation campaigns. And what was really amazing that many convoys are affiliated, or the part of the campaign, it was launched by universities. And the main players, they were the students themselves. How do you see the awareness, even among the undergraduate students, meaning they are 20 or even less than 20 years old, trying to share, to have the role to participate? As we are a young country, our youth can play such a positive role. How do you see the students' participation in the blood donation campaigns?
Well, I can see this is a positive sign, though we are very afraid about our young generations and our youth, because the effect of the foreign media and this, which is playing with the roles and all that, internet subject. Although these are acting on their brain till they are not affected, and when they are called for donation, they went voluntarily. Nobody pushed them, and for nothing. And they were very motivated by blood by their original Egyptian nationality. Egyptians are always stand by for the victims and for the victims of the wars and all that, especially in Palestine area, because they can see how far Israeli troops they kill and suffer them for blood, and they don't care if they are elders or young or babies or in the hospital. The hospital, there is no supply for electricity or oxygen supply or machinery to work, ventilators, or machinery to keep the blood frozen. This is a war crime by all means.
Genocide, yes.
And still call for United Nations to have an honest look on these victims and take the right decision.
Amen to that.
I mean, this is the least we can ask from the United Nations.
Mm-hmm. And even President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi received a phone call from Tewodros Adhanom, the Director General of the WHO, or the World Health Organization, in which he said that clear that with this evacuation order from the Israeli side, it's going to be a death sentence for all the pregnant women, elderly people, those who were injured, you name it. How do you see these statements by the WHO chief?
Well, I can see that they are trying their best to awake the conscience of these people who are leading these strikes. And to U.S. and to Israeli leaders, they have to watch their conscience and see how bad they are doing for victims who are helpless, and they have nothing to fight them back. They are lying in beds and they are on supporting machines. What they need more? I don't see that they are humans. I don't think so. And they consider this revenge is taking their, anger out. But this is a vicious and very, very animal attitude. You cannot see this is a human one. So what we need is to bring our voice up again through media, through TV, through journals, through your programs, and I can see Mr. President is doing his best daily meetings and daily conferences for this vicious event, and we are sticking to our stand still because we keep our land protected and helping others in their bad time.
Thank you very much for your input, Dr. Hoda, and have a very good day. We were very much delighted to have with us via phone Dr. Hoda Rezkana, former parliamentarian. And as we promised, we are going to follow minute by minute all the developments in the Palestinian occupied territories and the development of the conflict there, the violence which erupted 9 days ago, as President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi kept on receiving with their top guests here to discuss the situation, to try to find an end to the vicious circle of violence, receiving also phone calls from his counterparts from all over the world. And he also presided over the National Security Council at the meeting, resulted with many decisions, on top of the list considering the Egyptian national security as a red line. Well, by this we come to the end of our episode of our breakfast show for today. Stay tuned on Nile TV International always for more updates, and for more details please log on to www.nileinternational.net. Many thanks for watching. This was Nermeen Abdurrahman.